Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talks with Todd.
Yeah. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, listen, I appreciate all the love that y'all been giving me, man. All the comments. Let me tell y'all something real quick. I really appreciate the comments more than anything because that's showing me that y'all been engaging in what I've been talking about, man. I don't even see who be liking it. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate if you did like it. I appreciate if you've been sharing it because obviously I can't see that either. But when you leave a comment, it shows me you've been really paying attention to what I've been talking about, and I appreciate all the positive things that people have been saying. Listen, I love it, but listen, don't be afraid to give me no pushback either. On anything, any story that you heard, you could easily say something to me, like or even get a better understanding of where I went wrong. You know, and I don't mind. I don't mind explaining myself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think I did a pretty decent job doing it in my episodes. However, if somebody needed more clarity, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. Even if you want to give me constructive criticism, go ahead. You can give me constructive criticism and keep it respectful. I appreciate it all. Like, cause I listen, the nasty, negative, horrible comments ain't came in yet. So but I'm prepared for it. I'm mentally prepared for it already. So I'm just letting y'all know that I'm really here for the long run, and I need y'all to know that y'all can talk to me if y'all really need to have a conversation, or even if we just going back and forth in the comments. I'm here for that, and I appreciate y'all. Also, I want to say thank y'all as well because when I started talks with Todd, if for those of you that's been watching, starting from the beginning, I didn't know whether I was gonna keep it as a show or a podcast. So because of y'all comments, because of some of y'all saying I didn't left y'all with cliffhangers or whatnot, Talks with Todd is officially a show. So thank you. And we're gonna get right to the topic now. Sex with friends. This is tricky because at one point I used to put my homegirls and my jump offs in the same box. Only difference was, see, my homegirls, that comfortability of us being friends was always there. So it was like, yeah, you my homegirl, but I can still hit and we can go back to being friends. And it was like that for a lot of my so-called friendships. However, what I was too selfish and pig-headed to realize was that everybody ain't gonna be the same. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody's feelings are not gonna be the same. Somebody is gonna feel a little deeper or feel different when it comes down to that. And I lost a friend because we took it there sexually, and she did not want to. I think because she had feelings for me that I thought left. Well, obviously it didn't leave if we went there, but you know what I'm saying? Like there's some women that will let you see that they have feelings for you, right? And this particular friend wanted to get with me at one point. I told her no because I knew she was good people, and I was like, nah, I'ma play you. Okay? I'm being dead ass. You're gonna get played. So your best bet is for us to stay cool. At least if we stay cool, you can get some game for me and not fall for a nigga like me. This is not funny. I'm just thinking about the irony of my bullshit because we still ended up taking it there. You know what I'm saying? Even though it wasn't to where she wanted to take it to, it was still something. It was more than what I had gave her at one point. So when that situation happened with her, she ghosted me. And when she ghosted me, I didn't know what was going on, what happened, or why. And she explained to me one day, she said, B, you need to understand something. My feelings for you ain't never really went nowhere from the day that I tried to come at you. You know what I'm saying? Those feelings have just been suppressed and I've just been doing me. But I've been wanting this to happen. I just didn't want it to happen like this. So yeah, I wanted you, but I didn't want you like this. And then y'all got to keep in mind at the time, I'm legally still binded to my first wife, and I just started dating my second wife. So she like, I can't believe I just messed with we laughing about it the next day. Like, I can't believe I just messed with my best friend that that's married and got a girlfriend. What kind of shit is that? So we cracking up about it at one point, and I guess she must have sat with herself and it sunk in that, damn, this is kind of foul, you know? And for me, I was just having fun because the way I was looking at women at the time, I believed that they couldn't be nothing more for me than an object, because because of the way my first marriage ended, I started looking at women kind of messed up. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I looked at them just like piece of meat. Like, you know what? Hey, if I could get you, I'ma get you, and that's it. I don't care about nothing else. I don't care about your feelings. I don't care if you got feelings for me. None of that. Let's get it in. That's it. That's all I cared about. So, and the reason why that came about, that all that hurt that I took from my first marriage, it was almost like I passed it around. And I was looking at the situation like, yo, if I can't trust somebody that I've known since I was 14 years old, who can I trust? Who can I trust? I can't trust none of these broads. So I just kind of went on a rampage, to be honest. And I didn't care who was in the way. And like I said, some of my homegirls didn't care about us having sex and then us just going back to chilling and being cool. This one did, and this is where I learned my lesson. I mean, well, I didn't even learn my lesson then. I'm going to get to that in a minute. Back to our conversation. She said, B, my feelings never went nowhere. They were suppressed, right? And because of how things kind of went, I can't really go back to being your friend. Like, I don't want to be your friend. Now I want more, and you can't give me more, so I'm straight. Now, keep in mind, y'all, it took a long time for us to have this conversation. She kept ghosting me. So this whole time, I'm just lost. Like, damn, why she ain't picking up? Why she ain't responding to no text messages? I'm thinking something happened to her. So when I hear that, it was like, oh, damn. I didn't mess with this girl's heart. Shit. But it really hit me. It really, really hit me when those tables turned. Oh, boy. Listen. Let me tell you how these tables turn. Now, at one point, ladies and gentlemen, I was El Cheapo, okay? And when I say El Cheapo, I mean I didn't want to buy a woman nothing, okay? Nothing. I didn't want to buy nothing. I want to buy food half of the time. I don't know why. I don't even know why I ended up like that. You know what? Because I seen so many women get. That's what happened. I seen a lot of women use men that had money, and started kind of playing around on the dude that had money or was just spending money on them. Not even necessarily having money, but just spending money on them. So I think it gave me a complex to spend money because I had messed around with so many women that men just got done spending money on them. So at one point, women, they weren't getting anything from me but dick and gum. That's it. Dick and Winter Fresh, to be exact. Winter Fresh, that was my shit back then. So anyway, one of my homies actually talked to me one day. I mean, had a real brother-to-brother conversation. And he was like, listen, B, I get why you don't spend money on women or want to, but you getting a bunch of free action ain't good either. You shouldn't even want nothing for free. So I'm saying this because free comes with a lot more bullshit than when you just pay for it. Not to say that you just outright hate, here's $250, here's $400, $500, give me some ass. Not like that, but just in the sense of you putting something behind it besides just sex. So when we had that talk, I was like, you know what? The homie right. I need to grow up. I'm getting older. I can't still be stuck on this, oh yeah, baby girl, you give me some action and I ain't got to give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? I used to think I thought sex alone was transactional, especially if we were both pleased. We did our job. We cool. High five. Bye. Like, I wasn't thinking all that deep into it, man. I was dense, to say the least. And I really didn't, and that was very selfish, and I didn't care about a lot of people's feelings, But that's what growing up the only child to do for you for a while. But when he opened my eyes to that, I tried to change my ways. And the first woman I came across that I was very interested in, I wanted to do the whole dating process prior to sex. Didn't go that way. I would try to go out on dates. She'd say, "Hey, just come over," and didn't come on to me. And I'm still young. I'm like, forget it. Let's get it in. But at the same time, I still want to take it there to that next level with her. I want to take her out. I want to, court her properly. And when that happened, we had a very harsh conversation. She had a very harsh talk with me, I should say. And she was being real. She said, "B, I hope you don't get mad, but I'm going to just be honest with you. Yeah, we having fun. Sex is good, yada, yada. However, you are not somebody I should be bringing home to mommy and daddy. And if I call you my boyfriend, you're going to meet my parents. I'm going to tell you right now, my parents are not going to like you. So that's why I'm only giving you this side of me. This is all you going to be able to deal with, to be honest." Now, mind you, I forgot how old I was, honestly. I was 20-something, whatever. But when I had this discussion, when she had this discussion with me, I was flabbergasted. I didn't know what to say. And when I finally snapped out of my silence, I said, "You know what? I can't even be mad at you. That was some of the realest shit I ever heard in my life. So I'm going to just go ahead and take my exit because I don't want to just be your sex buddy. I want to be more than that. You cool? We vibe very well, but I couldn't be no more than that." And I was glad that she told me that, because that kind of gave me the wherewithal to be more transparent with whoever I'm sleeping with about whatever. And I took that to, other relationships or just other people that I was dealing with. But that's when I really learned my lesson as far as having sex with friends. I finally felt how my old homegirl felt in that moment. Like, damn, you wanted more and all I gave you was this. And I couldn't give you no more because of the predicament I was in. And then somebody turned around and did the same thing to me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying all of that to say this. Whatever situation you in, especially if you're dealing with somebody that's a friend of the opposite sex, have a very real adult conversation with them as far as what your intentions are, because sex can also be very misleading. Okay, it could be a blinder for some people too. I've stayed in a relationship before that was very toxic because the sex was good. Stupid, but I learned from it, right? So I really want people to just communicate more and be honest. Stop playing with people's hearts. Everybody ain't out here playing. They not. And you can, you know what I'm saying? You can get yourself hurt, get somebody else hurt, and you don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? And I heard this from another podcaster. I believe his name is Rich or something. I just can't remember exactly what his name is. But what he said to me, well, not said to me, but he said to his audience was, he said, you cannot have sex with all the women that's in your life. Every woman plays a part, and everybody can't be for sex, because once sex can become a part of the problem, and you won't even realize it until it's too late. You got to be able to use women in different ways than just sex, because when sex is on the table, they're going to get entitled. So you gotta choose wisely, especially if you in business with a woman. You don't want to take it there with them, because that's gonna mess up the bag. Don't mess up the bag. So yeah, and when he said that, I understood that shit like wholeheartedly, especially when it came down to me jumping into this space. And shout out to my wife, baby. I love you. She actually provoked this conversation I'm having with y'all today. We were having a discussion about me and my dealings with my female friends, and she was just asking me questions about, like, hey, what you gonna do if you have more in common with this one or that one, and y'all having better conversations? I'm like, listen, baby, let me be honest with you. There's gonna be way more attractive women than you. There are gonna be women that can communicate or hold more of a conversation than you, that can be more interesting than you. That does not mean I gotta take it to the next level with them. I can keep them exactly where they at, build with them, and keep it moving. Everything does not have to lead towards feelings and sex. And that's what led me to tell her the story about how I lost one of my good friends. So yeah, that was it. That was the hard lesson that I learned with friendships and sex, man. So catch me next week and get in those comments. Listen, I know somebody, at least one of y'all, got a story similar to mine. Tell me something in them comments. Explain how things went from a friendship to y'all being sex partners, whatever the case may be. And let me know what happened. Did y'all have to take a break from each other? Are y'all still in a relationship? Did everything fail because of that? Get in those comments and let me know something, and catch me next week. I'm out of here, y'all. Indeed.